Ladies and gentlemen, the American cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show, sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga, Top Shine Detailing, and check us out on all of our platforms. Well, I decided to make the lead story that I have officially filed against Thomas Massie for Congress in the 4th Congressional District, and Massie's got some problems. Here's his problems. First off, his petition might be screwed up because good old T.J. Roberts lied on his petition as one of the witnesses. T.J. Roberts and Thomas Massie are anti-Semitic to the core, never speaking up one time for Israel against Hamas, voting against Israel. Let's see what the Israeli PAC, AIPAC, does. IPAC. Let's see what they do in this race. Furthermore, Donald Trump can end Thomas Massie's political career by endorsing me. Thomas Massie endorsed Ron DeSantis. All of you Trumpers out there, remember, despite Trump endorsing Massie last election cycle, despite all the crap Massie's done to him, rewards Trump's endorsement by endorsing Ron DeSantis. And he's campaigning for DeSantis. So let's see what happens with Donald Trump's endorsement in this race. I've asked for it. All right. Joe Biden is being hauled around by Jill Biden, his escort. What did I tell you? Jill Biden's been running this show. Along with Susan Rice. They're running the White House. And he doesn't know where the hell he is. Reads from a teleprompter, then gets escorted all around. Hamas is coming up with some new weaponry that apparently, Israel's found out, apparently financed by Iran. Shocker? Hell no. Laura Boebert apparently got into a physical altercation with her ex at a restaurant bar. Who knows who started it, what the hell happened, but trouble follows Boebert. All right, Audacity, one of the biggest radio companies in the world, has filed bankruptcy. Just so you know, all the radio companies are really bankrupt. Iowa, Ron DeSantis, there's rumors that Ron DeSantis might bow out and endorse Donald Trump. Of course, there's only one person to endorse if you bow out, and that's Donald Trump. And the way politics go, then maybe they'll kiss and make up. Trump says loyalty. Nikki Haley, appointed ambassador to UN. Runs against him. Chris Christie, he was in the club car. Runs against him. Ron DeSantis, endorsed, helped him elect governor. Runs against him. I get it. Laura Loomer was blocked from a Nikki Haley event. She, of course, is a big Donald Trump supporter, controversial podcaster, and she doesn't like Massie either, I don't think. I welcome her support. Pelosi turned down, according to Trump, 10,000 soldiers on January 6th. And, of course, I like what Don Jr. said. He called it fake insurrection day. Pretty funny. Wayne LaPierre resigned from the NRA, apparently to avoid criminal prosecution. State of the Union address. Michael Johnson has invited good old Joe Biden over to do the State of the Union. North Korea's fired some missiles over in some controversial territory with South Korea. Just pushing the envelope, old Kim Jong-un is. Secretary Austin was apparently hospitalized, and they kept it a big secret. All I can say is, keep him in the damn hospital. Maybe he can do less damage there. Trump, total BS. They did this big list of all the money that Trump got from China, companies got from China. It was all business transactions. It's not grifting. Totally different. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Local News Show, sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga, Top Shine, and check us out on all of our platforms. By the way, today in history, Andrew Jackson won the Battle of New Orleans. How you like that? And you know what else happened today? There was one other big event, but I forget. And by the way, Jamie's beating me at chess today, but that's okay. You know why? Because each day I see Jamie spin, he's getting fatter and I'm getting skinnier. So it's okay. All right, local news. Sycamore shooting. You believe it? There are even shots being fired at Sycamore. A bullet goes through a business owner. It's spreading everywhere. Also, there's a Covington shooting that led to the death of a woman. And a guy by the name of Payne is at large. People are sending out the bat signal to catch Mr. Payne. And then their SWAT was called to Sharonville. Unbelievable. The world's gone to hell in a handbasket. In local news, the Kenton County Schools wants to build their new center down off Madison Pike at Burling's property, by Tuscany's entrance. There's a little strip of land, used to be Rolling Hills. That's where they want to build it. All I can say is the attorney for the Kenton County School Board is a baldy-cockered pistol, but that's for somebody else to decide. And there's a movie coming out. Well, they need local Northern Kentucky actors. Maybe they need somebody with a British accent, Jamie. Now, it's probably a good old American movie. They don't need any Brits. As you can tell, I'm sore right now about my chess record for today. All right, in Ohio news, Judge Wendy Cross is the new Hamilton County Chief Justice of the Common Pleas Court. She's chosen by her peers. She said it's time for justice, except for the Durrani victims. All right, the Coleraine teacher. Turns out the Coleraine teacher is having a major brain surgery, and he was attacked by the student. So it looks like the teacher's innocent. Remember, I told you have to be careful of these things, or else you're a baldy-cockered pistol. The insult of the day. Thomas Massey, T.J. Roberts, and Chris Weiss are baldy-cockered pistols. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.
Hello, you're watching Eric Deters World News, the latest headlines. A U.S. spacecraft has embarked on a mission from Cape Canaveral, Florida, with the ambitious goal of achieving a controlled landing on the moon. The mission marks the first attempt by an American entity in 51 years to execute a soft touchdown. And notably, it's the maiden venture of a private company in this realm. Astrobotic, the pioneering force behind the feat, has deployed its robotic lander, Peregrine, contracted by NASA to transport 5 cutting-edge scientific instruments. These instruments are set to meticulously examine the moon's surface environment, providing crucial insight ahead of an anticipated humans mission later on in the decade. Meanwhile, the aviation industry faces turbulence as Alaskan Airlines and United Airlines grapple with the fallout of grounding all their Boeing 737 MAX 9 jetliners. The decision to cancel over 350 flights come in the wake of an investigation into an in-flight blowout of an unused emergency door panel. Both airlines await directive on inspecting their fleets to avert any potential reoccurrence of such incidents. Weather woes intensified across the Gulf Coast and Southwest, with nearly 70 million people under the threat of severe weather conditions, including tornadoes, damaging winds, and flooding rain today and tomorrow. And a significant law enforcement victory, Australian authorities have successfully dismantled a criminal syndicate scheming to illegally export hundreds of native lizards to Hong Kong, with an estimated market value of $1.2 million. These reptiles were seized in Sydney, leading to the arrest of 3 men and a woman after being kept in poor conditions. 257 lizards and 3 snakes have been rescued, treated, and returned to their natural habitat. That's the latest headlines. Until tomorrow, cheerio.
Ladies and gentlemen, American Jerry Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries. I'm sporting my Ride for 45 vest. Thank you very much, George Coelho. Well, the Cincinnati Bengals finished up their year with a thrashing of the Browns, who didn't play anybody. But we still won 31-14, and a lot's going to go on in the offseason. My suspicion is we're going to see T. Higgins gone. I don't know if they'll be able to sign Hendrickson. Who do they draft? Do they shore up their safeties? Do they get better offensive linemen? But they did finish with a winning record, and it was a record that every team in this division finished with a winning record. All 3 teams besides the Bengals made the damn playoffs. But we came up one short. All right, NFL games were played yesterday, and the playoff picture is set. Saturday, the Dolphins play the Chiefs. The Dolphins blew that game against the Bills. Sunday, the Steelers play the Bills. Packers versus the Cowboys. Rams versus the Lions. And on Monday, Eagles versus the Bucks. The Ravens and the 49ers have the bye. And what's great about that for them is the Ravens and 49ers play the lowest seed that's still left, which is likely going to be the winner of the Eagles-Bucks game or the Steelers-Bills game. It'll be interesting. All right, let's talk about something else. The Peacock, the playoff game between the Dolphins and the Kansas City. You're going to have to order the Peacock channel to watch the game. Do you believe what they do to us fans? Unbelievable. College football finals is tonight, Michigan and Washington. The game is at 7:30. I'll be watching. Super Bowl ads. Guess how much it's going to cost for a 30-second commercial, guys? $7 million. I'm thinking about advertising for the show. University of Kentucky basketball team came back after a huge halftime deficit and beat Florida in their first SEC game away 87-85. Go Cats. Cyclones broke a record of teddy bears being tossed onto the ice. They collect these teddy bears for charity. They set a record. I think there was like 30,000 of them or something. It was some insane number. Crazy. Bill Belichick hasn't been fired yet. We'll see what happens. Will he return? Yesterday's game was awful. University of Cincinnati Bearcats beat in their first Big 12 basketball game, BYU 71-60. Stephanie Niles is Jake Browning's girlfriend. And what did she do yesterday? She said, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, by wearing that outfit. Tom Dinkle on the radio, I went up to the office to get something during the game, and Tom Dinkle started making comments about it. Think she wants some attention? Hope she doesn't leave you, Jake. Bedard, the great Chicago Blackhawks young winger, guess what? Or center, guess what? Broken jaw with a dirty hit. He'll be out for a while. And Mark Cuban is paying $35 million in bonuses to his employees as he exits the Dallas Mavericks. Good for Mark Cuban. I still can't stand the guy. I used to like him. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jersey Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Pop Culture, sponsored by Top Shine. Lead stories, Golden Globes. Do you care? I don't either. This jackwagon right here, some call comedian Joe Coy, hosted the ceremony. Once again, why does a host have to insult anybody? And of course, this went viral. Old Taylor Swift, he didn't like what he said about him. Apparently, there was more views of her at a Kansas City game than at the Golden Globes. All right, the full list of the winners. Best Motion Picture, Poor Things. Best Motion Picture Animated, The Boy and the Heron. Cinematic and Box Office Achievement, Barbie. What the hell? That was worthy of. Best Performance by Male Actor, Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer. Best Performance by a Female Actor, Lily Gladstone, Killers of Flower Moon. Best Performance by a Female Actor in a Motion Picture Comedy, Emma Stone, Poor Things. Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Motion Picture, Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer. Best Performance by a Female Actor in Supporting Role, Divine Joy Randolph, The Holdovers. Best Director Motion Picture, Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan. Best Original Song, who cares? Bottom line is, it looks like Oppenheimer, if the Golden Globes are any indicator, they will be the big winner at the Academy Awards, because sometimes the Golden Globes seems to indicate who's going to win. All right, also, Cindy Morgan, the hot chick from Caddyshack, passed away. I think she was 69. God love her. Brittany Mahomes has taken some heat for not tipping on a $100 ticket. Brittany. Look, Brittany is making herself like all the other women. They all look the gosh damn same. Yeah. The eyebrows, the nose, the lips, the face, they all look the damn same. Christian Oliver plane crash. Tragedy. He starred in Tron, a couple other shows. He died in a plane crash with his two daughters. Wife's obviously devastated. Sad story. Ruslana Korshunova, beautiful 20-year-old Russian model, committed suicide after going to Epstein Island. Yeah, scumbags, man. Look how beautiful she is. I wonder what the hell happened to her on Epstein Island. Can you imagine? So bad that she committed suicide. Taylor and Kelsey, Take as we call them, apparently there is now an engagement. Let's see if they announce it soon. This is a wild story. Elvis Presley, according to Priscilla, went bonkers when she started dating Mike Stone, her karate trainer. And Elvis went so bonkers, he was telling his guys to go kill him. And then he calmed down, gave him medicine, had to be sedated. But can you imagine if you're Elvis, and even though you're a philanderer, your woman starts seeing another man and goes public with it? Ouch!
Why did they go to the concert?
Ouch! All right, David Soul of Starsky and Hutch fame. He was Hutch, may he rest in peace, passed away at 80 years old. I saw a picture of Starsky, too. He doesn't look like he's too far behind him. Cyber kidnapping scam. Be careful. If they tell you they got your kid and you got to pay this money, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's a bunch of bullshit. Michael Bolton, God love him, has brain cancer. We're just full of good news on pop culture today. Brain cancer, isn't that sad? This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.